Welcome to West Park, Leeds, the venue tonight for Leeds Beckett versus Hartpury College, a classic top versus bottom. Now, they played each other earlier in the season. It was tight. They got a bit of a scare, but Hartpury pulled through. They won every game. Leeds haven't won one yet. So this is going to be one of those days for a shock after the giant killing yesterday, the FA Cup. We may see another one tonight because Leeds want to put their mark on this. Now, it's been 4 weeks since we played, since we brought a game live to you. Here's the highlights from the last game up at Durham just before Christmas.
Dakota appealing to the referee, who's not even interested right now. So he has to survey his options and goes down the blind side. A little bit of a gap opening up here for Callum Lynch. Lynch got a man to his left-hand side. He uses Austin Beckett well, and this could be the opening try here for Loughborough. Putting Durham under pressure here from the off. And what a start is from Victor Coonan of Loughborough. 2 minutes in, the away side gets draw first blood. Most definitely got the distance, and he's up the line in the crowd, I'll tell you that. So Durham on the scoreboard. They try by 4. Loughborough lead 7-3. Needham. Harbinson. Now then, options here. This is Ali Needham. Needham going for the under the post. And the former Dulwich player, the fullback, scores. Much to the delight of the crowd. 8-7. First chance of the 22. They pick up the maximum. Kay sends it on its way into the heart as it nearly hits the chippy van at the back of the game. But right now, level tie, 10 apiece. And now, Tim Turner is the man on scrum half duty as Opido with his first caddy of this second half. Turner. Stevenson, one man to beat. This is a try for Donovan, it certainly is.
And that is exactly why the man Rob Stevenson has scored 4 tries.
Great kick from Wilkay. Cook to send Durham 5 clear. And she goes.
They can still put this Durham side under pressure. Don't cough up ball in your own half.
And they win the penalty, and a tap and go is taken quickly. And a little bit of an opportunity opening up here for George Dakota. And this could be a try here for Loughborough to respond straight away. And it certainly is. Well, game on. Sent it on its way. The crowd are silent. But it's over. Well, that may have just drifted in with a little bit of a feign. And maybe Ben has cooked up the victory here for Durham. They lead by 1 point. 5 minutes to go.
You don't go off your feet and give away a penalty. This is what the referee will be looking for.
He's just given them the nod. This may be game over. Into the stand it goes, and that is indeed game over. What a win for Durham!
That is an absolutely monumental win. Hate to say that I called it just before the game that they might sneak a win. 3.5 years waiting. Brilliant performance from Durham. You could see the enjoyment, the excitement that it's brought. That result, absolutely brilliant. It just gets them closer to this Loughborough team in second place. Great performance. How does that feel?
Wow, brilliant, yeah, it's good to, always good to beat Loughborough. Said beforehand they're a very, very good side, so made it hard for us, and I just thought our boys today just added that bit of control that they've lacked a little bit this year and stepped up when the pressure needed to be stepped up, so.
I can't believe it, 4 years, first time I've ever beaten Loughborough. I mean, it just means the world to all the lads. Like, it's I don't know, the atmosphere was unbelievable, the boys on the stand, like, Loughborough, fair play to them, but God, does it feel good. It feels so good.
What an advert for this BUCS Super Rugby League. Great game.
Yeah, no, great game to watch tonight. It is very disappointing for us. Felt tonight we created opportunities, just we weren't accurate at key moments, which unfortunately cost us the game in the end.
A cracking game at Durham there, I'm sure you'll agree. People are saying that was the best game of the season so far. So if we get more of the same tonight, that'll be good. Now, talking about Durham, here's a bit more about Durham. A little video been put together, all about the team, the university, the town.
Certainly one of my fondest rugby memories is playing for Durham.
Durham University based itself on pride, tradition and the desire to succeed.
Trying to instill in the players that it's kind of a privilege to wear that shirt. You're passing through and you have got to own the history of that shirt and the legacy that goes with that.
Durham University Rugby Club is actually the second biggest rugby club in the world. It's a great group of guys who come out, train sort of every day of the week, and it's a great team to be a part of. You build around your team ethos. I work with these guys, I study with these guys, I go out on a Wednesday with these guys, and you're playing with your best mates the whole time. So you're always having a good time and you're working for each other really hard. And at the end of the day, we're playing in a very sort of high standard of sport. So we want to win, and that's our main goal. But it makes it so much better when you're doing it with your best mates and your peers.
The standard of university rugby is fantastic. Compared to last year, this year the BUCS Super League, the standard's gone through the roof.
The rugby's been fantastic, really intense. It's like a quarter-final, semi-final every week. It's been challenging in terms of the physicality of it, which is exactly what we wanted. But there's also been some great rugby. There's just been some really outstanding rugby. So, you know, and I think it's brought a sense of occasion to the places. So Wednesday night's match night, and kind of the whole university's been buying into that, so that works as well.
We're also very aware of the tradition of the club. So for example, the kit that we wear is quite old fabric, but I think that makes us us. We're different from everyone else. We like to live by our traditions and live by what was done in the past, but we move forward at the same time.
We got this 1875 on all our kit now. Obviously that's meant to, if you look onto it, you're meant to feel pride, and obviously it's not just an opportunity to play for Durham University, you can progress from here. You get a massive mix of guys with different aspirations. Some guys want to go off to the professional game, reach the very high standards that ex-Durham alumni such as Will Greenwood, Josh Beaumont, Will Carling have done.
Sent on its way, the crowd is silent, but it's over! Well, that may have just drifted in with a little bit of a flame.
That is an absolutely monumental win. 3.5 years waiting.
There's a real togetherness that we had as a club. We spent a lot of time with each other on the pitch and off it, and there's a real friendly and kind of hard-working environment. You know, University Rugby provided a perfect stepping stone for me to go to the professional game. It gave me a bit of extra time to put some size on and to learn the game through good coaches like Alex. So it did give you a lot of experience and kind of a challenge as a player. It just shows that kind of there is that pathway that you can go and play university rugby and still go on and reach the highest peak of the game.
So my 3 years at Durham University have been probably the best 3 years of my life. I've developed as a person, got to meet unbelievable people, created unbelievable contacts with people I'd never met before in my life, and as a rugby player it's given me all the opportunities I need. It's put me in a shop window, especially with the new BUCS Super Rugby. It's given me that shop window that I've never had before, and it's opened a whole new amount of doors that I can go through. It's like Durham's just given me this massive key to anything I want, really.
A great film there about Durham. Now look out for the rest of the teams coming up. There's a Bath teaser coming out on Wednesday, and they'll be the next one, and they're here tonight, the BUCS team, shooting one for Leeds. So look out for them, they're looking good. Now let's have a word with the coaches and see what they think about tonight's game. We're here with Kerry, the Leeds Beckett coach. Resuming hostilities, Kerry, after the break. Looking forward to it all?
Yes, we've had about a 3-week build up to this game, and so it's been good. So yeah, we're ready to kick a ball, as you say.
And you're looking for, you know, a good second half of the season. You know, it's been tough. Everybody's been saying about how good the league is and everything else. Your games have been close. There's nothing really like it's got away from you. Yeah. So are you hoping that this the second half of the season is going to be falling your more way?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we've had a good 3-week build up, and we know where we are as a group, and as I said earlier on today to someone, that we showed some good resilience this year. Just keep coming back with a smile on our face and trying to right our wrongs, and we've been developing well, and we haven't been playing badly, and we've been playing better every week, so it's going to happen. I just hope it's tonight.
Okay.
Let's hope.
Now, we were chatting earlier and you were saying a transition season, because you obviously lost a lot of players this year, transition, also the Super League coming up as well, so it's been like quite a big learning curve.
Oh, massive, and we've got a lot of players within that squad this year that are first years, and that are learning loads, and probably playing a lot more than we anticipated at the start of the year through form or injury, and depth, and we'll probably see the fruits of that in the next couple of years. So it's going to set us good stead for going forward. So pretty
excellent. Well, good luck tonight. I've also got here Josh, who's captaining tonight. So Josh, looking forward to the second half of the season as well.
Yeah, really good. Obviously, it's my last kind of 3-4 games now, so what a kind of heading out on a high and hope that we can get 4 wins for the second half of the season. Yeah.
Okay, so we're out at West Park instead of Headingley. What does this mean to the lads and everything else?
Especially having a night game, we get a lot more kind of people coming to watch. We get a lot more of like our own teammates coming down to watch, and then obviously it's our training ground. We're used to the climate. It's a bit different to when we're in Leeds. So yeah, it's just kind of another game really. That's how all we've got to think about it as.
And confident tonight, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. We've got kind of new system, a few new players in, a few old players kind of back in that haven't been fit. So yeah, confident.
Excellent. Well, good luck, and we'll chat to you after the game. Hopefully, as the winning captain.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. So we're now here with Chris, the Hartpury College coach, looking down from the top. Chris, how does that feel?
Oh, it's a pretty nice place to be in at the moment, but obviously second half of the season, some big challenges coming up, and it all starts tonight against Leeds, so should be pretty good affair tonight, I think. They're a side that haven't won a game yet, but you see their results, and obviously against us at home, it was a very tight game. So we're taking nothing for granted, and we're just hopefully, looking forward to we know it'll be a good challenge tonight.
Now, top v bottom, normally, obviously, it's going to go one way, but the games haven't been like that this year, and the league is a lot closer than the top, first versus bottom kind of shows, would you say, in the level of rugby?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. As I just reiterate on, they are at the bottom of the league, but their results this year have been very, very close. And our game, for example, but other games as well. And we're away from home, they're at home, so they got a bit of a point to prove. And I think, they'll be looking for their first win. And obviously, we'll be looking to get a result to try and, stay on top of the pile.
So a win tonight takes you, it's your game in hand, takes you top of the league. Be a nice way to start the new year.
Most definitely, but we can't take nothing for granted. Massive physical challenge from our boys. I think we've trained well all week, and we know what's coming tonight. It's just how we deal with it is the key thing.
But 4 weeks without a game, 3-4 weeks without a game, is there a lot of rust in there, you think? Or
I hope not. We've been back training there for a couple of weeks, and to be fair, the boys have been looking pretty good. A couple of guys had a good Christmas, understandable. But outside of that, I think we've had good preparation coming to this, and hopefully we can put it together tonight.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. We're joined by Seb, team captain as well. Were you one of the players that had a good Christmas?
No, I hope not.
Or you just got your Beats headphones?
No, just got my Beats. Thanks, Santa. No, it was good to have a good break. I think it came at a good time for us. A lot of the boys been busy season, lots of games. So it came at a good time. But we're looking forward to tonight. We know it's going to be a big challenge. But the guys are hungry just to get going again. And it's just it starts out tonight with a big game against Leeds.
So obviously the hard thing now is, they say when you get to the top, is staying there.
Yeah.
Game in hand tonight, and then the rest of the season. I mean, is it kind of like there's no danger of you coasting?
Yeah, exactly. I think Chris has said it all. We just have to focus really on tonight. We know it's going to be a big challenge. We had a bit of a scare against them at home. So we know that they're no mugs. So we have to do everything we can to win tonight. So we know it's a big game. It's our game in hand. Enjoy it, but we know it's going to be physical. So we have to front up on all fronts and just get the win.
Excellent. Well, hopefully that you can have that Christmas you missed out. Good time on the coach on the way back if it goes well. So thanks a lot and good luck tonight. Cheers, gents. Thank you. So there's the thoughts of the coaches. A penny for my thoughts, I hear you say. I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be close again, and I think Leeds are going to pip it. I think that after the break, they're going to be raring to go. They've got a chance to get up the table. They've got a chance to win one game. They could creep up to get that fourth place to get home quarter final, and I think it's a kind of do or die for that reason. So my money's there, but what does it mean? I'll tell you what, let's ask Johnny Bryan up in the commentary box, and he's going to run through the teams, and Over to you, Johnny.
In Italy, in the middle row at 5. Harry Wilson 6, Harry Agnew 7, Morgan Morris at 8, Harry Cochran 9, Lewis Dennett at 10, James Neal 11, Jamie Forrester 12, Jamie Cook 13, Rhys Tudor 14, and Sam Leeming, who is chasing the kickers points tally, is 18 behind Ed Landry of Exeter. He's the fullback at 15, and their coach, by Mr. Chris 40. Well, this is the true underdog against the favourites here. Hartpury, as you see, with this game in hand that they're playing tonight, level on points with Loughborough, and they still have to play them twice in their last 4 games. We'll see that in 2 weeks' time as Leeds try and seek their first win of the season. Richard Jackson has hot-footed it from the pitch up onto the gantry. Richard, good evening. Happy New Year. We are back indeed on a mild night here in Leeds this evening. It's quite warm, about 8-9 degrees for this time of year. Weather absolutely perfect for a game of rugby this evening, not a breath of wind. And in all fairness, there should be a lot of running rugby this evening, especially from the men in red. 12 of the 15 on field have scored a try this season, so they're not afraid to score from any position on the field. What do Leeds have to do to get in this tie? Bearing in mind, when they went to Hartpury earlier this season, they gave them a fright. Interesting to see, indeed. Yes. Well, for me as a football supporter, my team was Wrexham, and yes, 2-1, yes, 25 years ago, actually, last week. So that was a great FA Cup upset. But this is the upset we're looking at tonight, as first scrum of the evening has gone to Leeds' way, and they'll reset for their second, the second time of asking. Yes, indeed. Yeah, history, geography, and some great sport as well. Yes, indeed. Oh, really? Oh. Bear in mind, people are eating at this time of night. Anyway, we move on as Leeds try and push forward, and comes out to James Elliott. Carway. It's a good start this from Leeds, and a good chance of an overlap here, and the ball just going behind Ollie Hudson, the Leeds left winger, and the ball has gone forward, and Harvey would have the put in, but evidence there of what Leeds can do on the break.
Yeah, there we go. It's a break there now. A few problems in the camera
This is like, I tell you what, this is like reminds me of. In fact, it's like the gantry at Goodison Park at Everton. Yeah.
So unfortunately, as we move across, rather than out, because the next thing we know, we've got the club box. Selby is not quite perfect in this, but we're getting there. There we go, as you can see. It's just that
well, hopefully we will from this gantry. Hartpury have the put in. Paddy Cochrane, 4 tries to his name this season. Try from Leeds, but it is Hartpury who win the penalty, and a chance for them to cover to gain some territory and clear their lines from inside their own 22. Just gets into touch. A good kick it was, in fact. It gets inside the Leeds half. And Luke Stratford, the hooker, wearing 16 on the back. Is the man sending the arrows from the touchline. Loose there from Cochrane. Ball's not got forward though, still in Hartpury hands. Takes it, picked up by Alex Gibson. And the drive is on from the men in red. So we're looking to try and finish the evening at the top of the Super Rugby table. Over the 10-metre line. And now chasing forward is Jamie Cook. Cochrane picks up, goes to his left-hand side. Another a juggling act, and a good hit that was indeed on Jamie Forrester.
Yeah, they're up for it, Leeds. They're up for it.
And so much so that they turned the ball over. Still pointless 5 minutes into this Super Rugby tie, the first of 2017. How was this Christmas break affected? Well, Leeds are the ones who've just lost possession there, and they will be happy with the put-in. But as you mentioned, though, Richard, Leeds are the ones who have caught the traps.
Yeah, they have, and they had a bit of momentum there. Unfortunate, but I mean, and this is where Hartpury can just, control the game. And if they start doing that and picking up these little bits, then they can pull away from Leeds. But if Leeds can keep that momentum, then, as I say, I think what would be an upset is on.
Cochrane gets the tap at the back, but our referee not particularly happy with both front row's efforts there, so he's just going to reset them when we go again. Just to remind you, the Twitterati out there, Happy New Year to you all. The hashtag is BUCS Super Rugby, and some of the more cleaner ones we might read out on the air.
Of course, Johnny, because as you know, we are whiter than white, holier than thou. Obviously, I speak for both of us there, Johnny.
Go again, and yes, well, I think it's sort of coming there. I think it looks like this Hartpury front row is really putting the Leeds front row under pressure here, and they may have looked at this scrum as a particular target point.
Yeah, and here they go straight up, and this is what I'm saying about they can control it. 3 points.
Well, maybe not. Sam Leeming's got the ball in hand and he's eyeing up the corner. Just going to have a little glance over around our cameraman to see where this one lands.
Well, I'm surprised there. I thought we'd just pick the 3 points up. Nice bit of early momentum, and I think with that he's missed it. Yep, there we go.
He's missed it well.
So that's 3 points he just threw away.
Well, in all fairness, Richard, there was a little bit of distance on it. It would have been a good 35, 40 yarder. So,
how many putts have you done that's just missed from 35, 40 yards? Same thing. It was a great kick, but it was like, look where he's back to a scrum there. Although saying that, that's not a bad thing for Hartpury after the last scrum.
No, indeed not. So, well, they're getting a bit like second serve in tennis here, aren't they? They're having another crack at this.
That's 3 sports we've got, Johnny. I'm sure we can work on it.
How many more can we crowbar in before the 80 minutes is up, I wonder? Well, searching for the ball here, I think. Yes, indeed, and away it comes. This time it's Leeds who will have the put in with James Elliott. No, it's Hartpury's scrum going to put pressure on the Leeds one here again.
That's good from Leeds.
Yeah,
I mean, they've got to move it. They've got it moving. How much has that taken them out of them, though,
Spotted a little bit of a gap downfield and putting the full back under pressure. Awkward bounce, keeps it in play. And now leaning. Good tackle there though from Ben Dixon. Stopping him in his tracks. Cochrane goes to his left hand side and picks up Seb Negri. He'll be playing for Benetton Treviso. It's been signed up by them. Ball pops out, still going backwards and still in Hartpury hands.
Knock up from Leeds, he's saying there.
Ball knocked forward and Hartpury will have the put in. A bit messy these first 10 minutes.
It is, isn't it? But don't get me wrong, I think that'll suit Leeds. Because the last thing they want to do is let Hartpury get in any form of rhythm. If they keep mixing it up like this and pushing it around, I think they're going to, as I say, that's going to be the recipe for their for the victory today. The thing is that they've got to do is, have these teams got the fitness and everything else, that goes with it. 4 weeks is a long time without playing.
Well, indeed, and it's a tough run of fixtures for Hartpury to come as well. They've got to go to Loughborough twice. They've got to play Loughborough twice in their last 4 games if they want to win the Rugby League title. They play Loughborough in 2 weeks' time. Our cameras. And then they play Loughborough again at home 2 weeks after that on the 15th of February. You could argue maybe a title decider, but I know Exeter will be.
Yeah, they want to say that.
They'll have a little bit of a say about that as well in the closing games. They've been the team who've been in form in recent time. Excellent take there by Luke Stratford for Hartpury. And now they reset and go again. Negri spots a little bit of a gap. Good tackle again by Ben Dixon, who's been everywhere for the first 10 minutes for the Yorkshire side. But now, the team from Gloucestershire starting to go through the gears here like we've seen them do many times before. Cochrane. Good thunderous hit. Up to the 10-metre line. Cochrane goes to his right-hand side again. Uses Dennett. Pleasing hit. Stop Hartpury in their tracks once more. We've been stuck and camped on this halfway line for the last few phases. Calling for reinforcements on the left-hand side, which is the way Cochrane goes. Tackle again by Newborn, but not strong enough. Is that ball gone forward? It's still kept in play. And now up to the 22, but lost by the team who are seeking to go top of the table this evening. Team in 8th place, propping up the league right now. I've given it a bit of a stern test to be one of the title favourites.
It all started from the Alex Gibson there coming in nice and sharp. Joe Beeston on Twitter tells us he's been following this lad all over the country. Wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him trotting out at Twickenham soon. I assume he doesn't mean just for the
Take it quickly, Cochrane. Now goes to his left-hand side, but the ball has gone out of play. Easy 3 points there for Hartpury if they wanted to. I'll say easy. It was a lot shorter kick for Lehman.
Yep.
But they're deciding to go attack from the off here, and they've caused a couple of mistakes here.
Yeah, they are. They're knocking on a little bit. I mean, in my book, that's 6 points they've lost. Right? Could have kicked both of those. But they obviously want to make sure they get the bonus points, and they're out the traps now, and they're really pushing it on.
It wasn't an easy victory at all when these last 2 sides played a few weeks ago, just before Christmas, when Leeds gave Hartpury a stern test and Hartpury got through that by 30 points to 23. And that one hammers off the roof of the stand, just outside of the 22, and maybe they are a bit of a bogey team
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because like you say, that was close. Hartpury decided to pull it out at the end. But remember when we went Loughborough,
Loughborough, yes, indeed.
And they gave them their big, everybody was going there. What's the 50-point thing? And only in the last 10 minutes did they pull it, or 5 minutes did they pull it out of the bag. So it just shows there's not that much a massive gap between the two. Excellent take from Hartpury there. Look, they got the rolling going, and this is where they can really punish Leeds because it's really sapping as well when you concede that try.
Yes, indeed. I'm just looking at the old stats of the last 5 years here, and Hartpury have really had the better of Leeds on every occasion. Except for once in 2015, where they beat them in the Championship semi-final. One or two players who may have played that day trying to offer some guidance here to try and figure out the key to this Hartpury defence. But over they go. What did I say? Over they go. It was crossing, and Hartpury do not score. Leeds have the chance to clear.
Yeah. Harry Wilson will be disappointed there. Is he one of year 12 that scored a try this year?
Well, indeed. The only three who haven't is Lewis Dennett, the 10.
Yeah, right.
Morgan Morris, the number 8, and Des Merry, the number 1. Every other player on the Hartpury field has scored a try this season. So, still 0-0. Good take from the line out there from Harry Newman from the side. And can Leeds build some momentum here? No, it's Hartpury the ones who gain the penalty again and put the home team under pressure once more.
Henry Darch on Twitter. Let's have it. Alex Cavaliers Cox. You are my heroes. I think he's talking about the players and not me and you, Johnny.
It's a good crowd down at Hartpury when we were there earlier this season. And no doubt, the Super Rugby League title is what these teams will be aiming for, but also seeding towards when we get to the championship phase after the end of the league season in February.
Top 4, they've got home advantage in the quarterfinals, top 2 in the semi-finals. So the league is all to play for. You want to win this league and then go to the championship with as much advantage as you can get out of it. Here they go with their rolling maul again. Ball to the back nicely, little break, Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson, Cochrane now going for the corner. Into the 22 they come, reinforcements are on their way. Dennett leads under pressure, and Rhys Tudor is calling for it on the near touchline here. Cochrane spots a little darting run there from Henry Harper. Now Cochrane's going to go to his left hand side. Leeds defence remaining resolute, but for how long? As Hartpury come huffing and puffing, trying to blow this Leeds house down and get the first score of this game. Picked up by Agnew. Agnew nearly 6-7 metres out. Picked up once more.
It's looking ominous, Johnny.
Patience here. Dennett. Good strong tackle there from Leeds once more, but is it going to be a matter of time? Negri looking for the whitewash. Cochrane now to his left-hand side. And still, the Leeds defence remains strong. Cochrane, very patient play this from Hartpury, and it needs to be to try and break down this Leeds defence. Picked up by Agnew once more. Agnew trying to go for the post.
Yeah, space of the post looked ominous there, but it's come out.
It's come out, and they get the chance, and they cleared their lines. Well done.
That's going to give them a lot of confidence.
Indeed it will, but how much may have it taken out of them?
I don't know, but come out on top of that, you don't feel it when you come out on top of something like that, and they've got them down, passed down the 22. It's not as if that, they've just a little penalty, a scrum on their own line, they've got to go again. They've cleared their lines, so they're going to be very pleased with that.
Leeds have only beaten Hartpury once in the last 5 seasons. That was in the 2014-15 season when they're beaten by 28 points to 17. in the Championship semi-final. Since then, and before then, in fact, Hartpury have always had the better of them.
Now we're just pointing out here, Wasps versus Gloucester coming up. £10 offer. Use the code BUCS10. You can also go and watch Warwick versus Coventry in their varsity final. So 2 games for a tenner. You can't beat that. So get yourself along there. 26th of Feb.
Yeah, I'll be at the Ricoh Arena. The end of the month, 26th of Feb. I think I'm elsewhere. I'm in Murrayfield for that weekend, I believe.
Work, Johnny?
Pleasure, in fact.
Research?
Yeah, research. I'm gone as by my dad's 65th birthday.
Well,
I know if the father's watching, I know he's very much looking forward to it.
Well, let me just say, pass on all our congratulations to that milestone. Is he now going to retire and live off his son?
He wishes. He wishes indeed.
Harry Holland is looking forward to seeing Leeming fit Sam rip it up against Leeds. Hashtag BUCS Super Rugby.
Picked up by Wilson from the line out. Hartpury collect it once more and now come driving forward. So is this going to be the first try of the game by Agnew? Agnew for the corner, and Agnew is over, and it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, it was. It was that persistent pressure, as you were just saying, and this is where let's just hope that Leeds don't.
They're just checking the ground in the referee and the touch judge here. In fact, I don't think has it been allowed?
I don't think it has, because he's not putting them over to congratulate him.
No, in fact, he's pulling the captain over, and it looks like Leeds breathed another sigh of relief.
Is this their night, Johnny? Is this their night? Penalty.
Again, obstruction being the cause. So we're nearly halfway through this first half, and we're still yet to find a score in the game. Hartpury are the ones who have been asking all the questions.
Yeah.
But still, the score in the top left-hand corner is the most important thing in any game.
Exactly. George Butt is there watching their boy, Leeming Sam. There's a lot of support for Mr. Sam Leeming tonight.
Sam Leeming, the full-back for Hartpury.
Can we see it here? So let's see what he
points
picks out here. He's got the line out coming in. So I think it's the touch judge just picked up something here. Right, so maybe that was the knock on, and then he picked it up in front of him, and that's what was pointed out. Because that's what outcomes we ended up with a penalty. So here we go again. Now Leeds off.
Martin Dodds collects.
Unfortunately, little tap. It was short.
That was knocked on, so we go again with the scrum as we go halfway into this first half. A lot of rugby taking place this evening, not just this particular game, but I'm also looking at some pictures here at the West Park Club, and there's a lot of youth games going on as well, maybe a lot of training going on.
Yeah, this is the night. I was looking up in the clubhouse. I got a bit of history of this place as well when I was here, because it is an incredibly impressive place here at West Park.
Yeah, it's a very good facility.
They even have an under-6 team, under-6s, and yeah, there must be, a couple of hundred kids here. It's good to see it tonight. Training, there's about 8 pitches here. It's a very nice setup. Come down tonight if you've still got the time. There's a lovely bar open, there's some chips and burgers. So there's the pressure again.
Pressure again from the Hartpury scrum. Not very happy on the Leeds bench with that decision.
No, here we go here, and well, I was only second row, so I didn't really know what happened in there, but to me, that was Hartpury twisting that.
So then options again, back for the corner. Leeming. Better with his kick on this occasion, as he just gets it up towards the 22. In fact, he just garnered himself inside it. So another test for the home side. On a relatively mild night for January here in Yorkshire. Due to get colder at the weekend though.
So, I think we know what's going to happen here. Third time lucky for them.
Or maybe third time, maybe the charm instead. Right at the back. But Leeds stop them in their tracks once more, and Cochrane calling for it.
There, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that indeed, but it's putting them under a little bit more pressure. Desmani going forward. This is picked up by Agnew, who's going for the line once more. Cochrane looking for options. Telling Harper, chase this. Again, strong Leeds defence.
Good Leeds defence.
It has been excellent so far in this first half. Stratford only gains about a foot, and they win the penalty.
Yeah.
Well, they're frustrating. Agnew are the title favourites.
Yeah, they are. I tell you, they're good tackles. They're clearing the ball. We sit here, go down now. Look at them. They get out of the way nice and quickly there and make sure that ball comes back. Guy's on his feet. Who's that? The two. Harry Newborn on his feet. Sorry, no, it's 7. Jack Barnard on his feet, trying to clear his lines.
That hasn't been cleared though.
Well done.
So chance for Hartpury to launch the counter-attack with Leeming, who scored 3 tries this season, but thumped to the ground as Cochrane picks up. For the offload from the 16 Stratford. Ball is unplayable, and Hartpury will have the put in.
Mike Bellaby on the tweet. Come on, Dusan at Dennett95. Hashtag BUCS Super Rugby. Keep them coming.
As we've seen some great games in this Super Rugby this season. We had a crack before Christmas when we went on our Christmas break when Durham played Loughborough up in the northeast. That was one of the a classic game of rugby. It was indeed. And
well, people are saying game of the season, aren't they?
Yes, indeed, it was. And no doubt the celebrations in Durham lasted a long time, because I know there was their first scab over the rivals Loughborough in a long time.
It was. Yeah, they were pleased as punch, as they say.
As we've got a little break in play, Richard, we're now approaching the 2/3 into this season. Are you putting it now down as 3 for this title? Loughborough, Hartpury and Exeter as outsiders?
No.
2-horse race.
I think Exeter can come up, because I mean they came good last year, you know, and timed it, paced it just right, and you know they've gone on a good run. They're in there, and they're in the mix because of who they're going to play. But I think it's 3. But if I'm honest, you can't. It's difficult to bet against Hartpury. They haven't lost a game on their Saturday team. They've
lost one. They did lose to Exeter before Christmas.
Oh, okay. So they lost the one, but they're still top. They've won all their Saturday games. As a unit, as a whole, college, it's rolling and going forward, and so it's hard to see past it. But it's, you know,
Loughborough lost twice, but their attacking style of rugby has won them a lot of bonus points.
It has, and obviously, if Hartpury could do it tonight, they can go clear at the top. This is their game in hand. So my money's on Hartpury, but I honestly think it's a, I think it's a 3-horse race. I think it's Exeter will be in there as well.
Just for the league title, when we get to the championship stages in early March, when they're playing in a cup finals, as it were.
Yeah. Quarterfinals, semi-finals, you know, which is obviously in the last 8. That's going to be, Leeds are going to be involved in that, so that's going to be interesting for them.
Well, they have to play a supplementary round before they play in the quarterfinals against the teams in the lower divisions, which at the moment I believe the favourites are the Nottingham Trent, Bristol and Cardiff, I believe.
I think
are the 4 in the running.
It's really close at the top of those leagues as well. It's looking good. That's got to be a Leeds penalty. Yeah. There we go.
Indeed, it is.
Sorry, Leeds penalty, because that Leeds scrum is. Here we go again. You see it going down on the far side. There, look, he's down. His arms on the floor. He's gone. He's going to tell you that it wasn't his fault, because obviously, ref? I think that's what he just said. Good decision.
Fine touch this time. The line-out from Leeds has been pretty good so far. Harry Newborn's been pretty decent from the touch line.
Yeah, I think it's just a case of off the top there, the scrum half was reaching for it beforehand, so I think it's a good ball. You know, in the first 5 minutes, it was those forwards were the back. They got it out of the backs, and the backs were making inroads.
Newborn on the sideline. Again, it's good from the line, and now a little bit of a drive coming from Leeds, but it's a bit stationary, and now it starts to go through into first gear. Newborn has possession, but he may have been turned over here. Needs to release soon, and has done indeed.
The ref gave him a nice bit of time.
He did give him quite a bit of time, in fact. And now his Leeds are the ones who try and launch the counter. Elliott. We haven't been much territory in this first 26 minutes for the home side, but now they've got a chance to test the Hartpury defence. We have seen can be vulnerable at times. Ben Dixon catches it behind him. He did take it. He did take it well, caught it behind him. Elliott. That's Xavier Valentine on the field. Elliott. Smith. Stopped by Alex Gibson. Front row of Hartpury trying to bring the man down, but reinforcements are coming. Now they bring him down, and I'll tell you what, that's very much a pig's ear trying to get that ball out.
It's a shame. It's I think Hartpury have done very well to make sure that ball doesn't come out, and they get the put in. Is that me being cynical, Johnny?
No, indeed. Well, the way this game is going right now, this game could be down to kicking. If Leeds want to get something out of it, you feel if they've got a chance to take penalties here, take them. Get the scoreboard ticking over.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what personally, could be 6-0 at Hartpury at this point. They haven't gone for that yet, but 27 minutes. Leeds are going to be very pleased that this is at 0-0.
I'd say one team would be very pleased right now. This is 0-0. That'd be Loughborough right now.
Yeah.
Loughborough, and you can argue as well. Leicester might be happy with this being 0-0. I'd say those two universities right now are cheering on the men in purple.
Yep.
Still no score. Good solid scrum it was. Now Hartpury got it on the move a little. Cochran just bounces out, gives it to Lehman. Lehman spots a gap, and now he's open on the right wing. Lehman looking for support there from Rhys Tudor. Picked up by Cochran. Negri into the Leeds half. Cochran going to his left hand side, ball knocked forward from Lewis Dennett, and now Leeds will have the put in. Very scrappy.
It is, but once again they hang in there. Robbie Faulkner, go well Dusan on debut.
Well, Dusan is the man, in fact. it was the man who caused a mistake there.
Timing is everything.
Yes, timing indeed.
As you know very well, Johnny. This is suiting Leeds. It's not, they're breaking up the rhythm, they're staying on top. This is suiting Leeds. And 30 minutes now, 0-0.
I've seen a couple of shocks in the world of sport this week. About what happened last night in the FA Cup when Lincoln donned out Ipswich and Sutton with a great away win at AFC London. It was indeed two non-league sides in the FA Cup fourth round draw. We wish them the best of luck.
One picked up Leeds and one's picked up Man City, wasn't it? I think it was something
No,
like that.
I don't think so. I think Sutton have got Brighton, I believe.
Oh yeah, my team. That's why I forget that. Oh well, that's a foregone conclusion. That's Brighton in the next round.
You've got the Championship to think about. I think them on the FA Cup.
That's no problem. There's only that team up north that we've got to worry about. Our producers team.
Indeed it is. Leeds now. Trying to it has broken nicely indeed for Jamie Cook. Hartpury the ones who have been the ones putting the tough examination paper to the home side here, and now they got the chance.
Not releasing
now.
I think they've been doing very well releasing, getting out of the way pretty quick. So I personally a bit harsh here. We'll see it here. Oh yeah, okay. Who's that? That was Jack Barnard deciding that he'll try and hold on to that ball a little bit more and spoil it. So here we go. This is my opinion. 3 points. Turned down.
3 points turned down once more.
Didn't the England captain do this in the game not so long ago?
but on that occasion that was there was another 45 minutes to play than there is right now. But interestingly enough, Hartpury, do you feel I've come here seeking 4 tries?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're going for the bonus points. I think that's what they want. They want to open up a little gap there, and they really want to say, listen, we're back, we're not coasting, we're putting our mark on it. And they seem to be very up for this.
Saying to Loughborough in a fortnight's time, all right, and you want to catch us up, you have to do it. I'm playing some attacking rugby.
Yep.
Nice Agnew. Now they're all back.
No, that's the third time they've gone over, and the ref is definitely giving that one. That was a nice change of tack there, because they've been doing that rolling maul all the time, pushing it in there. Nice little training ground move off the top here, and they're all Leeds all set up, ready to stop that drive. Very nice, straight off the top.
Yeah, well caught there by Alex Gibson.
And span round and then out the hands, and he's over. Lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice training ground move. Absolutely excellently executed.
Luke Stratford with the man going over, and he scores his 4th try of the season. 5-0 to Hartpury, and the first of the 4 tries they're seeking to pick up a bonus point here in Leeds. Because they come out of here with 5 points, job done. That's what they'll be looking for.
Yep. And they're on the way.
But before then, though, the first half an hour, Leeds defence resolute. Has it taken a lot out of them, do you feel?
Yeah, I think it has, and they lost a lot of, they lost some of the games last season as it, towards the end of the second halves. But I don't think they'll be lacking fitness. It'll just be, can they keep the morale up, really, when the Hartpury continue just coming at you.
So Leeming, just to take him 7 clear. It's a low one. Oh, and it's not there, in all fairness. It was a bit like a fluff 2 iron. And it's still
more like one of your dodgy sandwiches, Johnny.
5 points to 0. Yeah, actually, saying that, not with my golf game at the minute, my wedges are like that, in all fairness.
There we go. See, I do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, thin. We restart. It is game on indeed, as somebody shouted from the Hartpury backs. Tudor loses his footing, but regains it well, and now goes a little launch himself, and now they're going through the gears. The Gloucestershire side needed to be stopped in his tracks, and was there by Charlie Venables. But they're calling for reinforcements on the left-hand side. Cochrane goes quickly. Cochrane, Negri spots a gap opening up, and the offload is good. Still in the possession with the men in red. Cochrane now uses Dennett to Harper.
Oh, that's good play with Leeds.
Good tackle there by Jack Barnard, and they win the penalty. Well done.
Excellent. There's the answer, isn't it, Johnny? Have they got it in them? There's the answer. Here we go. In there, picked him up and just drove him back, and that just gives such a buzz to the rest of the team, This
ball heading towards the gantry, and ends up going into the a couple of trees behind the touchline. It's picked up by a gentleman who's going to chuck it back onto the field, but instead
Paul O'Leary from the BUCS Masters. Big shout out to A. Priestley on his stag do. Does that mean we're going to be free drinks and shots tonight, Johnny?
Well, I got to drive home.
Same here. Anyway, here we go.
Well, right now it's Hartpury the ones who are calling the shots. We haven't seen Leeds go on the front foot to attack right now. We haven't put the Hartpury defence under pressure. We haven't seen to concede points in the past as well. Remember,
pressure from Leeds.
Indeed it is. I'll tell you what, after this first half, 5 minutes to go, if Leeds can just get 3 points on the board here, going 5-3, they'll think they'll further in this game.
I think if they go in 5-0, they're going to think it. But I mean, if they get something from here, I tell you something, that all comes from that nice tackle, driving back, get the penalty, pushed out the corner. Get something going, as you say, they need to get something out of this.
New ball. Tail! To the back. Picked up. Elliott. Smith. Ball pops out to Elliott once more. New ball. It's loose ball from Elliott. He'd be disappointed with that.
Unlucky.
Go again from the line once more. Only 4 minutes to go in this first half.
Well, he's got to keep it down here.
We haven't got our stats man today, but if we were going on possession-wise, I think this has been, 75-25 to the away side.
It has, so that's where that 5-0 is looking good. One score.
Just above the Leeds from the 6, Tom Collins. The drive is on once more, and ball pops out to Cochrane, who loses his footing. haven't had much rain here in Leeds over the last couple of days, but it seems a few of the Hartpury lads are losing their footing on this turf. The halfway line, Cochrane surveys his options, goes to his left-hand side. Again, to his left, picked up by Dennett. Cochrane.
Played there.
Leeds, nice little offload, but Leeds is holding them back right now. Cochrane goes for the box kick downfield, and it may be quite decent. Inside the 22 it goes, and puts the home side under pressure, deep inside their own half.
Yeah. So they can just win their ball cleanly, keep it for a minute or so, and bring it out. And we may see it, or it may all happen behind that floodlight.
Yes, indeed. It's, as I mentioned earlier, it reminds me of Goodison Park, trying to commentate it there.
I think it was also White Hart Lane that had the post as well, isn't it?
What's that?
White Hart Lane, isn't it? They have the same thing with the stanchions.
I think they used to. I'm not sure
That's
now.
why they're spending however many 100 million on the new one.
But I know when you're in the press box at Goodison Park toward the Gladys Street end, there's a pole right in front of you. So many commentators have used that excuse in the past, in all fairness, me included. So the Leeds line under pressure. Stratford needs to be good. You want to beg your pardon. Again, structuring on the line out, and Leeds will have a chance to clear their lines with a minute and a half left to go.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that because they're another 30-40 yards here, and should be able to see the half out.
This might be coming our way.
I'll save you, Johnny.
Indeed, that is the case. But that kick doesn't go out as far down the field as they may have wanted there from the fly half Smith. Still in the Leeds territory, just shy of their own 10-metre line with around a minute to go, but only keeping one of the title favourites to 5 points in this first half. After all the possession and all the territory they've had, Leeds may feel a change of tack in the second half. They may feel they might be in this game.
Scrappy, but they got it.
Can they get something out of it though in this first half? Go boost the confidence levels right up. They know they can put this Hartpury side under pressure. They put 23 points past them at their place. In November, ball pops up and again lost there by Josh Longson. Apologies to any language that you may have heard, and that will be the end of the half.
Well,
Richard, your thoughts?
I think they'll be pleased as punch. I mean, like Hartpury are running off. Leeds are a little bit more tired than keeping that. Good rear guard action. They're going to be 5-0. It's whether they can come out and reply and come back and play with it, and make something of it.
But alas, this is where we are at half-time here, just on the outskirts of Leeds. Leeds Beckett University 0, Hartpury College 5.
So, Johnny, what do you think second half? You keep asking me. I'm telling you, I think Leeds are going to get there. You're much more got your finger on the pulse by commenting on every second of the game. What do you reckon?
Well, I'm looking at this from the play-by-play point of view, but from what I've seen in the first half, for me, Hartpury, if they do exactly the same second half, I can see that score being 3 times as many as it is right now.
A lucky break, and we'll see what happens. Thank you, Johnny.
Well, in all fairness, looking at the territory and the possession right now, 75-25, you would argue it's probably what it has been. Hartpury are asking all the questions. Leeds do have a lot of the answers, and they've defended very well in that first half. But right now, it's Hartpury the ones who lead by 5 points to 0.
We've managed to create an environment where all the boys just love playing their rugby, love playing their sport, no matter what level they are. And it's an environment where they can achieve their potential, again, not just on the rugby pitch, but within the classroom, and hopefully puts them in a good place for the rest of their life. To have someone like England here today, and for our boys to actually be invited to join in the session is a real privilege for them. But it's also a huge accolade that Eddie Jones wants to bring them back here, twice a year at the moment, so it's a huge thing.
Yeah, it was
great experience, obviously.
Really good fun, yeah.
Oh, it was so cool. I've seen these players on TV so much. They're literally gods.
The philosophy of the rugby club is to enable these boys to be in an environment where they can fulfil their potential, not just within rugby, but within life. And that's what we're trying to do. And it's a great vehicle and a great sport to do that.
Everyone, welcome back to West Park Rugby Club here in Leeds, just on the outskirts of Leeds, on a very mild January night, as the BUCS Super Rugby season for 2016-17 continues in this new year, as Leeds Beckett host Hartpury, and Hartpury, one of the title contenders, have the lead here by only 5 points to nil, and after all their possession and territory in this first half, only coming away with 5 points for their endeavours. Richard Jackson still alongside me on this. I would say it is a mild night, isn't it, for January? I was expected to be here in about 25 layers, looking like Nanook of the North, and instead it's actually it's quite nice.
Do you know?
Pleasant.
It is pleasant. It's a damn sight warmer at Durham than just before Christmas, so that's nice. It's not raining, we're not freezing, we're not jumping up and down. So thank you, West Park, for the facilities, the accommodation, the filming block, and the weather. Big shout out here. My phone went dead, so that's why I misread it. But Paul O'Leary, big shout to the BUCS Super Rugby Marketing Supremo, which is Adam Priestley, on his stag with the BUCS flag. So it's Adam who it is. I missed that one.
Well, there you go. Good to see people getting in touch wherever they may be in the world. Reece Cumberbatch, yes, indeed.
Cumberbatch, yeah, good to watch. Good to watch two players all the way in Zimbabwe. We do get round there. So, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff.
And chalk another one off the map. Conversation is there. Hashtag BUCS Super Rugby. I'll be asking you guys out there on Twitter to send us your nominees for man of the match around the 70-minute mark. And no doubt Richard will be giving his thoughts on that one as well as I. 5 points to nil in this tie as Hartpury look to go top this evening with a win. They'll be looking for 4 tries to pick up that bonus point as well. Your general thoughts on the first half?
All of Hartpury were a moral victory for Leeds, going in only 5-0 down. Okay, they might have been a bit lucky with a couple of tries that were, Hartpury scored and weren't given, so they're not tries we know, but they crossed the whitewash. A couple of big hits by Leeds at different points pushed it back and gave them a bit of a momentum. It was just really unfortunate the last couple of minutes there that they couldn't quite just, push that home, because if they could have kept the ball here for another minute or so, you could have got down in the corner.
Has it been scrappy from Hartpury? Scrappy, yeah. I think is that a fair way to describe it? They haven't been at their best, have they?
No, they definitely haven't been at their best, but I think that's down to Leeds, who are scrapping. They're scrapping for it big time. They really are up for it and they want to fight.
They're standing up for the fight. They're up for a fight, aren't they?
They certainly are. And I think that's the big thing. I think Hartpury kind of like, they're saying to themselves, we're really in this, and I expect at half time, Chris Forty, the coach, is in there going, lads, they may be bottom of the table, you may be top, but this is a wake-up call.
Looking at the BUCS fixtures for Leeds this season, they've lost 10 out of 10. But from what we've seen here from defensively, this doesn't look like a side that should be bottom of the table from what we've seen on this first half.
No, definitely not, and that's what we're saying. And like they, they haven't lost. There's a couple of games they've been thumped, yeah, but most of the time they've been in there, looking for it, looking good. And they just fall away at the end. So
is the problem that they've got is defensively they're very acute, but however going forward, there's no the options
there. There was no real cutting edge in that there. But talking to the coach beforehand, they lost 7 players last year. This is really a team in transition. But you've got to remember, it's a team in transition in any normal year. But this year, with the BUCS Super Rugby, right, they've got a quarter-final, as everybody's been saying, it's like a quarter-final game every week. The level's gone flying up there. The universities, they're all saying to us, like, as we go around them, that, people are saying, are you in that league, are you in that league? And that's making a difference to what the universities are choosing. Leeds are in a transition, and suddenly they're finding out that the other 7 teams they're playing are up for it the whole week. It's a major, step up in their rugby.
Both teams are just making their way back onto the field. Do you feel any chance that Leeds might have, if they get to kick a goal, they'll take it?
Yeah,
Hartpury have turned down 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think they'll take it. They should take it, and I think if they can then get a couple of penalties, get back in the game, they'll be all right. It's all about can they keep Hartpury out in the first 10 minutes, and then the momentum would be there. They're up for it. I said at the beginning there was going to be an upset. Let's fingers crossed.
If you're a Leeds fan.
If you're a Leeds fan, I meant so that people will see me as this expert analysis gets everything right, Johnny.
Got to remain with an impartial cap on, Mr. Jackson, when you're up here on the gantry. Sam Leeming will restart, sends a call towards Harry Wilson's way on the left-hand side. Not going to go Wilson's way, but he just sprint down there. Instead it's picked up by Tom Collins. Box kick into midfield. Put in the backs of Hartpury under pressure. Excellent take though by Sam Leeming. Hartpury looking for a sniff. Getting on the scoreboard at the start of this second half and may ease a little bit of pressure from the team in red. For them, the win is good. The win with the bonus points would be delightful. Leeming with the kick downfield, that left boot in towards the 22. Picked up by Elliott. Elliott to his full-back. Charlie Venables high up in the sky underneath the floodlights. Good take though there by Luke Stratford. was above the lights, that was, and then he caught it late. And Stratford now is away. Telling to his man Wilson to his left hand side. Doesn't use him though. A chance for Leeds to regain their structure. They may have turned it over, indeed they have. Elliott. Elliott eyeing at the box kick once more. Into midfield. Change of tact. We didn't see much of that in the first half from the home side. Telling the away team, come and have a go at us, and we may pick up something from you.
And there's the scrappy bit coming through again.
Yeah, again, if this game keeps going scrappy, it may suit Leeds. And in fact, they may have turned this over once more. Indeed, they haven't. Happy pick up. But it's very messy. Been a very messy game so far. Dennis. Cochrane. Ball's gone forward from Hartpury, and Leeds will have the put-in. Well, as I said, if this game turns into a bit of a scrap fest, I think it may suit the home team, especially if they've got a sniff of getting back into this tie. Just a little bit of instructions here, and a little bit of water coming out as well. So a little bit of a break in play here. Stratford just coming back into the front row. Picks up. After a chance for a little bit of a run at the Harvey defence. Picked up by David McElwain. He's one of the talisman for the Leeds side. Elliott. Collins. Elliott again, gaining a little bit of ground here at the home team. But Hartpury the ones who gained the penalty. And now have a chance to clear.
There you go, a bit over exuberance there from Leeds. So gives the ball back to Hartpury. No, he hasn't found touch there.
Has he? No, he has kept it in well, in fact, as Dan Leake.
Yeah, and he's ploughing through there.
Chance for Leeds to gain some momentum. They didn't have many attacking platforms to go from in the first half. We've already seen a couple from him in the second half. Box kick coming again from Elliott. Maybe a tactic from the Leeds coaching staff to try and put these backs under pressure. They haven't been tested in the first half, but they're surely getting a test in this second half.
Yeah, and because it's been scrappy by Hartpury, it's maybe that's a tactic. More ball you can give them. Can't wait for super sub Tom Pashley to come on from Chris Maskell. He's also a vegan. Everybody's mentioning him. Lawrence Hart was mentioning him earlier. Paddy Gogin.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Hartpury the ones who smell blood, but right now Leeds have turned the ball over. Now going on the chase once more, up to past the 10-metre line. And again, another chance to build some momentum here for this home side.
Surely that's a penalty, ref. Benefits of the doubt for it. That's what Leeds need. That's 3 points.
Especially for all this attacking.
Keep this pressure on.
And it's woke the crowd up a little as well. Little kick to the
Nice
corner,
kick through.
and it's a good one as well. And the way that Paddy Newborn's been throwing from the touchline, this will build some momentum for the home team.
Yeah, that's good, and I think here we go here. A good bit of vision, kick it through there, and it's fine touch nicely. So it's with the 15th man, the floodlight will come into play.
Just on the 22 as well. Newborn's been good from the lead, so Stratford, I beg your pardon, is going to be taking the line out. He's been pretty decent as well, but it's pressure though. It's pressure though from Leeds are trying to put Hartpury under, trying to test them. Cochrane with the box kick goes high into the sky. Dan Leaks under it and collects it well. Goes to Venables, McElwain, out, it's a high one, and now it's been lost, and it could be a little bit of an opportunity here for Hartpury to make a counter here. Leeds are going to be under pressure at the back here.
That was well cleaned up though, he picked that up well. Leeds are back in numbers, and they cleared their lines again. That's nice, Johnny.
Now it's in kicking tennis. Back they go again. Game has now gone area. All of a sudden, burst into life as well with a little bit of running rugby there from Josh Longson. Leak goes low this time, punches it downfield. Just says Sam Leeming, you got to clear it from inside your own 22. He said beats his man, and with his left-hand kick, it goes out, and it will be Leeds who will have the line out inside the Hartpury half.
So it's the good Leeds pressure here. They're pushing them back. It's good pressure. You know, they're doing well. They're breaking the game up. They're making a scrap of it. And if they can just keep this going, pushing back, they're going to get a little break, and suddenly it's game on. Don't forget, Sunday 26th, go and watch Wasfies, Gloucester. At the same time, you're going to see Warwick versus Coventry. £10 for both games at the Rico. You can't beat that.
Indeed.
And Jack Harris is on the Pashley bandwagon, as is Harry Holland, as is Ethan Dyke. His full fan club social media is out today.
Yes, he's the number 23 for Hartpury. Yeah.
There's coach Kerry Wood bringing the water on, passing on some nuggets of information to these lads, telling them to keep it going as it is. He's going to be very pleased with this performance so far.
Indeed so. Especially if they keep it going for another half an hour or so. It's a great night here then.
Great guy is Kerry, and his attitude towards the game. He always says, I don't care what everybody knows, the more they know about us, the better coach I've got to be. Great attitude.
Now then, move on to the line. Referee's going to blow his whistle there, but it's... Well, you'd have thought so, but Leeds do have the ball in hand. Thunderous hits as well coming from Leeds. They have really come on the second half with a little bit more impetus, but Hartpury, they've got the ball. No, indeed they haven't. It's still with Elliott. Ben Smith, putting Lehman under pressure. Back to Cochrane. And charge down! There's an opportunity here for Leeds, and they come back at the game.
There we go.
Charlie Venables is the scorer, and all of a sudden, the basement dwellers at the bottom of the table are putting one of the title contenders under real pressure.
There we go. What I was saying, just a lucky break. Well, it's not lucky. You charge a ball down like that. That's not luck. That's just brave to be on it. Here we see it here. Comes out. Good kick from there, and then it comes inside, and that is a good charge down. And on a sixpence like that, I must say, good camera work as well, lads. Spot on. And just a quick call out to our production team in there. He's dying of a cold, our little producer in there, and he's hanging in, doing what he can, and suffering just like Newcastle are under Brighton this year. Following in our footsteps, but they're doing a cracking job in there. So it's all Leeds to take the lead.
So then, 5 apiece. Dave McElwain. 53 points from his boot this season. And this for the home side to take the lead. And in all fairness, Richard, I have to argue, from the way they started the second half, more than what they deserve.
I just think they're playing the right game, Johnny. I mean, I think that they're getting the just desserts from playing that game, you know.
Great kick from Dave McElwain. And all of a sudden, Leeds take the lead. 7 points to 5. And now, for Hartpury, they're thinking, hang on a sec, we've got a game on.
Yeah, what do you think of the Loughborough Student Union's doing at the moment, Johnny?
or the extra one, for that matter.
Yeah. I think they're jumping up and down a little bit. Don't forget, you can watch our stream via Sub TV in all the student unions across the country.
Good take from James Neal.
Leeds will be disappointed with it.
Now, how does the champions-elect, you could argue, respond? Or one of the champions-elect respond? Gibson. Good offload.
And it's going to have a prop.
It was indeed. Cochrane. Forrester. Negri. Inside the 22. Cochrane. High ball that was collected well by Harper. And good tackle
nice.
as well.
It's nice.
Sent back then with a couple of metres from whence he came. Morris.
They don't shirk a tackle to these Leeds boys, do they?
Oh, indeed, that's true Yorkshire grit. Gibson. Cochrane. Dennett. Until the 22. This Leeds defence was resolute in the first half. After much of the Hartpury pressure. It needs to remain resolute once more. Cochrane. Merry. Dropped out a couple of feet, picked up by Morgan Morris. Cochrane.
Oh, well in.
Well in,
well
indeed,
in, Leeds.
still in red hands. Agnew.
Slappy knock on. That's excellent play. Was that? I think that was the Leeds scrum half there. Straight through, knocked him over. James Elliott. Yeah. There. I think that was. It might not have been him, but anyway, excellent. And that, you know, Johnny, that's the message that you're sending out. You know, those type of things are sending out to the rest of the players. The Super Pash, Pash could really make an impact here. From Joe Ski, Eddie Ogden, Charlie Frame. He's got his whole family, girlfriends, relatives, everybody shouting for him tonight.
Well, it seems that's the Twitterati are asking for Tom Pashy to come onto the field.
We're keeping our eyes out for number 23.
We've got 23 on our team sheet. That's Kyle Little according to my sheet.
Yeah, he's got, yeah. Pashley 23 when he comes on. The Twitterati are asking for him.
Stay strong. Resolute. Scrum can't put them under pressure. Elliott digs it out. Kick downfield, heads towards the gantry, and they just get them out towards the 22. And Hartpury will have the throw.
So, my money is, Johnny, that they'll catch it and we'll have a drive into that corner.
From 25 metres out, well, let's see.
Yeah. Although they've shortened the numbers and they're all hanging out there in the backs in a nice little formation.
Stratford, who scored the try for Hartpury for the away side. On the line. Stolen at the line out.
Stolen or knocked on?
Stolen but picked up by the away side by Stratford once more. Who's seeking his 5th try of the season. Cochrane. Leeds defence calling for reinforcements on the right hand side. They may be looking that way, but instead they're going to go left. Wilson. Cochrane. Going to his right hand side. Uses Alex Gibson. Agnew. He's been sniffing the try line for much of this game, but yet to seek any reward. Negri. The Italian. Cochrane. Forrester. Cochrane. Stratford.
I'm not speaking too soon, but excellent defence from Leeds again.
Cochrane. Spun around. Still retains the ball and keeps the possession. Once again, the Hartpury attacking line are huffing and puffing once more. Alex Gibson. Can he be strong enough to get over that line? Just shy of it. Are they over this time? The referee is going to just have a look at that. And he's comparing with his touch judge, and he's saying 5 metre scrum.
Well, there we go. Held up, he's saying. Leeds doing what they need to do again. He'll just say here, this was excellent. As he goes down, he pushes it forward, back it comes. He's saying held up in there. Ref running around to have a good look. There we can see. We see quite a few hands under it, but there's nothing wrong with that. Henry Shield is telling us the whole of Eastbourne is watching tonight, trying to get Pashley on now. The whole of Eastbourne.
What's the hashtag? The one hashtag.
I've got a whole of Eastbourne. Well, I've got a son and a daughter-in-law and a grandson down in Eastbourne. Money says that not all of Eastbourne is watching because.
Cochrane with the put in. I'll reset that one and go again. Eats away a little bit more time.
So, if it's a good clean scrum, we're all right. It'll be interesting to see how the ref sees this because there's penalties been going both ways on the scrums. We've had a dominant Leeds, we've then had a dominant Hartpury, and so this is the big one. If Hartpury can get something out of this could really sap it out of Leeds. In the background now, you see all the youngsters. Saying earlier, West Park, thousands of members here. Teams from under 6.
Cochrane with the put in. Now, how's the scrum on this occasion? Goes down. Penalty coming their way, and now they go driving for the line with Morgan Morris, who is over.
And that's going to be, this is going to be a real test of character for Leeds because, they were punished in the scrum there, and then the loose ball picked up, get round, and they picked up the try. And suddenly, all that hard work getting up the other end. Here we go. The ref's giving the penalty. What's it all about? Nobody's watching because they're looking at the ref. And he's over.
Morgan Morris with his first try of the season for Hartpury, and could be an important one in the destiny of this Super Rugby title in the long run. But at the moment, only a 3-point game, unless Sam Leeming can get over here.
Sam Leeming, did you mention earlier he's chasing the top point score?
Yes, it's still Ed Landry down in Exeter who leads the way on the kicking points league table. And I think Leeming was 17 behind him, I think. So he's a little bit of catching up to do to the top fly half down in the southwest. But Leeming, relatively straightforward kick, this to extend the lead for the Gloucestershire College to 5 points. No. That is a slice off the boot. 3-point game. 20 or so minutes left to play.
You see, and that's the Leeds will be going, hey, still only 3 points in it. They're up for it, Johnny. It's a bit like this social media. They're all up for Mr. Pashley coming on. Scott, Matt Marsh, Tom Lloyd, they all want the boy on there. I hope he's bloody good when he comes on, Johnny.
We know who to blame if he isn't. Morris.
First tackle that Leeds haven't stopped in their tracks.
Cochrane. Now, does this build momentum to the away side? It's good hands so far. A thunderous hit there from David McElway. And Dixon. Cochrane. to the big man, Seb Negri. Cochran again. A little bit of a loose pass there from Dennett, but still collected well. And now Hartpury sends something special here and sends a little bit of blood. Cochran to his left-hand side. Cochran's in! Cochran's in!
Yep.
Third try!
A lovely move there, and let's just hope this isn't the beginning of Hartpury, like, really piling on the points and Leeds, dropping away.
Yeah, talks to this. It was
Here we go. Good hands there. Change of pace, and they're looking. He's drawn 2 in, three players, and then Cochran is just, as you say, free to run under the posts.
Rhys Tudor, the man with the assist, who's scored 6 tries this season, and Hardy Cochran now has scored 5 himself, so 8 points now the difference, leaving with a relatively simple chip to give it a 10-point game. And now, as you mentioned, Richard, we may see the floodgates open.
Yeah, and this is like, are they going to, are Leeds going to come back with anything there? But that was class play. Who did you say made the break coming through there?
I think it was Rhys
Tudor, and he drew 2 in. He drew the last man in. He had three players tackled him, popped it out to Cochran, and that's nice. Cochran didn't have to worry about any of it. Excellent work. Hartpury College tells us that Morgan Morris drives over from the back of the 5-metre scrum, and the commentators are subdued. That might make us think that we're biased, Johnny.
Speak for yourself.
I just stick my flags, my colours to one particular mast at the moment, and looks like it's going the wrong way.
Ben Smith will be the man who gets us underway. 10 points now the difference, 20 minutes left to play. Hartpury seeking one more try, and they'll pick up the bonus point, which I'm guessing was the intention from the off. And again, 1 or 2 players just keep losing their footing on this surface. And you ask for Tom Pashley, he's now on the field.
Excellent. Social media is going to go viral.
Cochran. Negri. Cochran once more. Dennett. Jamie Forrester. Cochran. To leave it inside the 22, goes high above the floodlights. And underneath it was the number 15 Venables, the Leeds try scorer. Loses it though in the lights, and now Hartpury smell blood here. They gathered round Venables like seagulls on a chip. Still collected in the home side possession. Box stick coming down from Elliott. Straight out of play, and it will be Leeds who have the line out. Chance to maybe rebuild something from this line out, and if they want to get anything from this game, they're going to have to score shortly.
James Hamilton. Is that anything related to our producer in the band? Good impact from Sam Cartwright.
And Sam Cartwright on the field for Leeds.
It's nice to see somebody else mentioned other than Mr. Pashley. Pashley is a member of the 12 o'clock. The 12 o'clock boys are routing for him now. We've got a Leeds player injured at the moment.
Yeah, just seems some treatment. The number 17 there, Ryan Evely. He's just holding his arm there. That may be his night's work done. We also have a change of hooker as well. Number 18, Callum Sheldon, who's now on hooker duty instead of Harry Newborn. So a number of changes have been made. Taken at the back of the line. Picked up by Newell. Penalty conceded though. Now Hartpury needs to have a couple of minutes here.
Yeah, and it's given the penalty early. I think that's just holding on the floor there. And then piling on over. Yeah, holding on.
That's in between the 10-metre line and the 22. Actually, just in front of the 10 metres, says our touch judge. So Hartpury will have to build from this line out. 15 minutes left to go. Another try gets them the bonus points. To what they'll be seeking. Along with the win here to put the pressure on the chasing pack. Well, as I said, it could set up a classic game when we go to Loughborough in 2 weeks' time when Loughborough do meet Hartpury. Next week, we're in the Principality, we're in South Wales. It's Cardiff. First time we'll be down there this season in the Super Rugby, as we missed out just before Christmas due to some technical difficulties. They'll be hosting Bath.
We're still on the road as well, that's going to be a big game.
Indeed it will be. Now Pashley, the man who gets over the game line, Cochrane. Good inside pass there from Stratford to Cochrane. Wilson. Hartpury look like they're beginning to turn on the style here. Cochrane. This is Pashley.
The impact they're hoping for.
Indeed it is, and he does get over the game line well. Cochrane.
It's looking ominous now, isn't it? It's very quick, fluid ball. They've got their rhythm now.
Towards the 22 they come. Cochrane picks it up. And puts a little darting run himself, but he does gain a couple of feet from it. Picked up by Dennett. Negri. Cochrane looks again. Gives it to Stratford. Penalty advantage to come. Penalty is indeed conceded. And we do have a little bit of afters on the far side.
A little bit of handbags there.
Yeah, well, indeed. And Dave McAlwin was one of them, and I'm not sure who the other gentleman may be from.
I'm sure just quick shake of the hand and.
Yes, well, yeah, Happy New Year to you both, and we move on.
Yeah, exactly, because we haven't got time for that type of thing, because we've got the Twitterati, I should say. So great to see Tom Pashley on the pitch. Alex Hughes, Ethan Dyke, Jake Lewis, Joe Beeston, they're all.
Well, it looks like maybe our referee is maybe not going to be lenient with the guilty parties involved here. We were just saying to both the captains, listen lads, let's get on there, come on. That indeed may be the case. Penalty is what has been given, and it is Hartpury's way. 10 ahead, 15 minutes to go. Now is this the time you may go for the corner?
Well, yeah, but I mean, like 3 points, 13 ahead, you know, easing. But then saying that, this rolling maul is pretty efficient, isn't it? And so I always thought if they're on offer, you take them. Right. And they've had a couple of rolling mauls, hasn't quite worked out. But saying that, this is the bonus point going in there. So I think in this case, it's the unconservative, conservative like myself, but the right move to make. Big claim to the starting 7 jersey from Sam Cartwright. Unbelievable line speed, says Jack Heaney. Hashtag BUCS Super Rugby.
Stratford. Picked up by Negri. And now, as Richard rightly called it, the drive once more from Hartpury, and it looks pretty good to me.
Doesn't look like this one's going to be stopped. Oh.
Just shy of the line they go. Pick 'em and go maybe. Again, just shy. Cochrane picks up and gives it to Dennett. Leeds have sent Hartpury back a few feet, but is it only a matter of time before they score this 4th try and put this game really to bed? Morris. A little bit of help here. A little bit slow play from Gloucestershire College. Joe Rafter on the field. Now in the front row.
It's very controlled though, Johnny, this, isn't it? I mean, like, you know, they're
patience.
saying we all the time in the world.
Very patience, isn't it? Yeah.
You know, they know what they're doing, it's well drilled.
Cochrane, Harper. Harper going for the line.
It's resolute defence, but this has got try written all over it.
Wilson. It's only going to be an unforced error now from Hartpury, you feel. Or strong Leeds defence are going to stop them scoring here. Again, this defence does remain resolute and strong. Cochrane, this is Pashley. Cochrane again.
Now it's going out wide.
Forrester.
There we go.
And over it goes once more, and that is the bonus point that Jamie Forrester has got over the line, and Hartpury are going to be leaving here, looks like, with maximum points for their endeavours.
Yeah, it certainly is, and that was excellent play. They sucked him in, and then just decided to release him at the end there. So I just think, just like I was saying there, Johnny, really well controlled, patience, knew what they were doing, really well, commanded there by the scrum half. He had the forwards on his shoulders all the time, popping out. Then he had the backs just like, with the overlap in the numbers, and Forrester was through. Connor Stewart, BUCS Super Rugby, hashtag BUCS Super Rugby. Judd Null back from injury, bringing a boost to the Beckett defence. Coombsy, nice to see Jim Livingston on the pitch. Keep your tweets coming. Thank you for them. So, ominous.
Dennett is now on kicking duty.
So you told me before the game, Johnny, you and Hartpury by 30 points.
Wow.
You could, you got 12 minutes.
I have been impressed with the Leeds this evening, that must be said. I think they've defended excellently. It's just at the front is where they need to really attack, and just Dennett goes wide of the post. In all fairness, Hartpury have come for what they wanted. 4 tries they've already picked up. They're going to win this game.
Yep.
And now they go 2 weeks' time when they're going to be looking at that Loughborough game as a potential league
decider.
But again, Loughborough have to go to Hartpury 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So it's a bit of a Champions League affair that they got there. It's like a 2-legged affair, doesn't it?
And you got to remember that Hartpury can afford to lose the first one and draw the second.
One thing we've noticed this season from Loughborough especially is the amount of bonus points that they've picked up on the road.
Yep.
And so I think they picked up 8, I think. Even though they've lost like 2 or 3 games, they picked up 8 bonus points.
Leeds, they're not giving up here. They're still really, the defence. As I say that, you run through 2 of them.
And he's up again, Forrester. Forrester with this is Pashley.
Oh, Pashley
is going to go over the line, and to all them watching on Twitter right now, you can put a massive grin on your face. Your man has done the business.
He certainly has. This phone is going to explode. Exception, I tell you, Leeds. I was just saying though, Leeds are really up for this. They're still pushing back and everything else, and really pumping it in there. Couple of missed tackles there, and our man from the Twitterati is through. There was Forrester again. Good break. He's got lots of options on his shoulder. Brushed off that straight in. And
Pashley goes over the line with a head of hair that I would be proud of, actually. I think it's modelled on my good self. 10 minutes left to go. Hartpury lead by 27 points to 7. With Leeming now going to have a kick at the goal there on this occasion. 10 minutes to go, so if you are watching on Twitter right now, give me your thoughts on who the man of the match should be.
Could it be Harry Cochrane, H from Stepsters, Jake Lewis?
Oh, that's a little bit harsh. No fairness, a little bit harsh.
I think he's got a cracking hairstyle.
It looks reminds me a little bit like Tom Davis, the new Everton starlet. Yeah, I think it's very much the same.
Yeah, what do you know? I thought the post was in the way at Goodison.
It usually is, actually. You're right. Leeming. He's to add the extras. That's 22 points clear. And again, for T, he's not on a good night for the T, is Sam Leeming. He's missed a couple tonight.
He's all of them, isn't he?
They've had no penalties this evening.
No.
So I think he's only one
from 3. He got the one that was in front of the post, yeah.
1 from 3, I believe. Could even be 1 from 4.
Lawrence Hart, you're right. What did we tell you? Vegan pace, go on, Paxley from George Buck.
Vegan power.
Vegan.
I got a story about vegan power, and I'll tell you that one in a minute when I used to cover the snooker a while back. But we start off with Leeds, who are looking to try and...
They want to bounce back.
They do want to bounce back as well, but now Hartpury are going through the gears. Thunderous hit there on Morgan Morris.
He's back up again.
Kick downfield there from Alex Cox. Try and put the Leeds backs under pressure. But back they come for a Leeds penalty, which is taken quickly.
For the kick.
A tap and go, but instead they're going to go and do it a little bit slower. Yeah, vegan power. I want to cover the snooker a while back. I remember Peter Ebden doing that when he potted a winning ball once. Shouting to the crowd, vegan power. Nobody had a clue what he was on about. It was
those early days of vegans.
Well, indeed it was. Well, it was only a few years ago, in fact. Try and find that one on YouTube if you've got the time after this game. Peter Evans' vegan power. Yeah.
You got the first vote to man of the match. Guess what they're saying?
I wonder who. Yes, indeed.
Man, Mr. Pashley. Here we go, Jack Harris. Give Pashley man of the match.
I think Master Pashley's good friends are watching this right now. And,
you think?
He's got his own little fan club. So I wonder if that gentleman was Jack Harris. He might be the secretary of it. Well, if the card carrying members, then fair play to them. Pashley scored in the 5th try of this game to give Hartpury a 20-point lead. And something that they'll be taking back down the M62 and the M6. But can Leeds get onto the scoreboard here later in the day? Make the score a little bit respectable. And
well turned over there because Leeds were light up front and they really came back up. Oh, they nicked it again.
For the first 10 minutes of this second half, the Leeds were the dominant force.
And
the other ones had the momentum, and the other ones had the confidence.
Excellent there. Stopped him straight in his tracks.
Elliott. Chip forward.
Unlucky. But rampaging hooker.
That is Bakalewski. On the field. For Stratford. Ball's knocked on. And it will be Leeds who will have the put in with around 6 or so minutes left to go.
Come on, Leeds! Come on! Come on, Craigie boy!
Yeah, Will Bailey told you. Did you know Peter Ebden was colourblind?
Yes, I did. Yes. When I used to cover it, he used to ask the referee the brown and the red. He used to get confused, and then he used to ask the referee which was the brown.
Point them out. Thank you, Will Bailey. Remember that McBoaty face little thing about where they put it in the vote? Well, it's Pashes coming through there. They're good.
I hate it when people smoke on social media. I really do.
That's an excellent scrum from Leeds.
It is indeed.
Hartpury trying all they can to wheel it again. Oh, they have. There we go. Earlier in the game, that went the other way. I'm not really a cynic.
No, but with 5 minutes to go, though, and as I mentioned, that it is going to be all the 4 points going back down to Gloucestershire. Your idea, who's impressed you this evening?
Well, I've been impressed with Cochrane, the scrum half, and I'll tell you why, because I think he's controlled his pack really well. And the second to last try we just saw there, just like, he's got him coming in, he's got him timed, and he's kind of like they were dancing to his beat, and that's what I liked about it. I like the way he controlled it. And if when you're in a forward and you've got a scrum half that really dominating, telling you what to do, and you know where the ball's going, he's telling you to come in, and he's telling you to get out of the way because he's going out of the backs. That's what I found. He's really orchestrated that team.
One thing that's impressed me tonight from Hartpury, from what I've seen, is the amount of times that they've got towards the try line, and then they've gone and stopped, and they haven't come out with the points. It's the attitude and the patience that they've had in place later on down the line, and the attitude especially. They haven't got their heads down. They knew, okay, we'll have another go, and we'll just keep building and building and building. And they've got the rewards, especially in the second half.
Yeah, exactly, and they just sort of saw they're happy to wait and wait. They make a mistake. They go, oh, okay, we'll go again, and they don't panic and go for different stuff. They just go through the motions again, and that, well-drilled players, but that's it. You need a good scrum half there that is going to, orchestrate all that and let you know what's happening.
Where do Leeds go from here?
Oh, that was a haircut 100 leading, isn't it? To the top of the road, I fear. Sorry, show my age.
Every millennial right now will have no clue what you're talking about. Only me and you get that line, I think.
I just think they can walk off here and go, do you know what? We've played well, because they have played well. And as
they just come up against a better side.
Yeah, and they stood off well on the line out there, and they got the offside, accidental offside there. So they get the scrum point. I think they're going to say, we can't beat them the better side. We played well again. We got there. They're going to take some credit from the way it's going.
That's interesting. What Joe Beeston's just said. Funny you mentioned Peter Ebden. Hartpury's number 3 Gibson, Alex Gibson, once had a 1-to-1 lesson from the snooker great at the age of 9. So there we go.
There we go.
It's a tedious link.
It is.
Thank you very much.
Obviously, it didn't go very well because he's out here today, not at the Crucible.
No, they're down at Ali Pali for the Masters at the moment. So I was.
Thomas Phipps up to the Beckett, yes, definitely up the Beckett. I think they've done really well today, but they've been beaten by a really class act.
So you're giving Cochrane man of the match?
I give Cochrane a man of the match where he's orchestrated. Although that whole Hartpury pack, the way they wheel that scrum and get away with it every time, I quite like that as well.
Leak inside the Hartpury 22, looking for a consolation try, the home side. Elliott spots a gap, opening up. Tests for the Hartpury defence at the end of this game. To the wide outside. Lots of chase. But they're going to come back for an earlier penalty, and this will be a tap and go, no doubt.
What's he saying? He's offside. Something happened earlier in there.
So Harry Collier. Tap and go, or they're going to have a little
line.
Why not? There's a couple of minutes left to go. That left boot is a good one as well. I think about 5 metres out. It's one of the great things about this job at times. I do have my criticism of social media now and again, but some things we can mention on there, some things we can't, in all fairness, and there's some things that come to absolute gold, but they might get us in trouble with the powers that be, as it were. So we do appreciate
promote alcohol like that.
we do appreciate all your comments, wherever they may be.
And that was a big chance there for Leeds. They could have secured that line out and got that rolling, but it's been turned over. But unfortunately, just a little bit of knock on there.
And that is the end of the game. Hartpury are the ones who will pick up maximum points here, and they will take a 5-point lead in the BUCS Super Rugby League before they head to Loughborough in a fortnight's time. Leeds Beckett back to the drawing board once more, now the 11th loss of the season for the home side. The final score, Leeds 7, Hartpury 27. Richard Jackson, your thoughts?
Class act. I think Hartpury were kind of there. They paced themselves, knew what happened. They never panicked. They kept it rolling. We all got a bit excited when it went to 7-5 because we thought there was something going to be happening there. But they just stayed on song the whole time. They stayed on song, kept it going, and it was just at the end of the day, it was a nice, controlled performance by them, and they showed why they're top of that tree.
Indeed they are, and now they'll be saying to Loughborough and Exeter, right, your turn to chase. Especially Exeter, I think they play next week, in fact, and they've got that game in hand, so that will be interesting to see as well. But as I said, the final score here, Leeds 7, Hartpury 27. You going downstairs to try and get some reaction?
Yeah,
hopefully?
I'm going to go and get a winning captain. So, Johnny, I'll leave it with you to run through some bits and give you your thoughts, and I'll get some players' thoughts.
Thank you very much, Richard. So then, hopefully Richard takes the right mic this week. As he just tries to solve a little bit of a puzzle here to try and figure out which lead is which. But anyway, 20 points the difference in the end between the home side. Leeds got back into the game and led with 7 points to 5, just to remind you as well, around the hour mark. But then Hartpury got out of first gear and went into fifth rather quickly to reel off 5 tries to Leeds' 1. 27 points to 7. Let's have a look at Let's have a look at all the tries this evening. Thank you, Jack Harris, for the compliments and the backhanded insult as well. But let's have a look at all what we've seen this evening. That was the first try from the hooker, Luke Stratford. That was early in the first half, around at the half-hour mark, in fact. Before then, it was very messy, very scrappy game, and Leeds were really in the tie. And they got back into it around about the 50-minute mark as well, when they had all the pressure and momentum at the start of the second half, when Charlie Venables made the charge down. From here from Cochrane, and Richard Jackson gave him the man of the match, and that may be Cochrane's only blemish on his card this evening. Was that a little bit too much time to let Charlie Venables into the game? 2 points from David McElwain gave Leeds that lead at 7 points to 5, and then a few minutes later, maybe the sign of champions-elect, as it were, that when you're down, you find a way to get battle back into the game, and they did with Morgan Morris. And then only a minute or two later on, after that, came the third try. Tudor with the excellent data run. Cochrane was the man who got over the line. 3 tries to 1, that was. So try number 4. Was the man that all the guys on social media wanted to see. Tom Pashley stayed strong. Good run that was from the 23. That was game, set and match to the team from Gloucestershire. So then, 5 tries to Leeds' 1, 27 points to 7. Hartpury will go top of the table tonight, and Richard Jackson has the Hartpury captain Seb Negri down with him on pitch side.
Seb, you set out of the game, you had some kickable penalties there, you went for the corners all the time. Was the aim today to come 5 tries bonus point?
I think we're confident in our team. We've been training, so it's been a good week, good preparation, so we're confident that we come in and get the bonus point. Which I think when you make a decision to kick for the corner, your team just has to back it.
And they did every time.
Exactly, yeah, I know, so I'm really pleased with that aspect. The scrum worked well today, our set piece was a lot better. That's been the last 3 weeks, so I'm really pleased to get a bonus point away. Fair play to me, it's always come at us hard, and it's always a tough game, but really pleased with the result.
So it started off, you went over the try line twice, they weren't given, you only got 1, went in at half time 5-7, they came at 7-5. Were you thinking it's going to be one of those days?
Yeah, it was a bit frustrating, but I think we just said at half time we just have to just continue what we're doing. The tries will come. I think we're just a bit frantic at times, trying to like a miracle offload or just not being patient in the 22. The guys stuck at it, and I'm really pleased.
I was saying on the commentary in the second half, Cochrane, I gave him man of the match. The way he controlled you forwards, was that how it was for you? He controlled, said this and then gave it out. He seemed to be on top of it.
100%. You're always going to get that from a quality player like him. He's really come with leaps and bounds this year, and I was really pleased with the forwards' effort. I mean, it's not easy on a muggy pitch like this, and the forwards gave it everything today, and I think we set a good platform in the end. So yeah, fair play to our big 8, and then Harry Cochrane led as well, so I'm really pleased.
Excellent. Now the other thing, social media were going mad about this man Pashley, who came on the bench and then got a try.
Yeah.
So is he your super sub? Is he your vegan super sub?
He always brings he always brings on a lot of energy, and I mean, he's just come through the ranks at Hartpury really. Last year he got Player of the Year for the second or the 13th, and he's just come on leaps and bounds, and it's awesome to see a guy like that really flourish at this level. I think he's one to watch in the future. He brings on that energy. He's always a happy guy in the dressing room. It's always good to have someone like that in the squad.
Excellent. So it's going to be a nice little. I see your coach who came up with that. Now I call that's pretty comfortable. That
yeah,
so that's a nice journey back, then, isn't it?
Yeah, good journey up, and we are looking forward to having
be on the bus and just getting to celebrating a good win.
And we were saying, we saw you come up on the bus and we were having a little bet. Does that have hostesses, or is it, do you have to reach for your own beers?
We have to reach for our own beers.
All right, okay.
So hopefully the coaches will get us a few.
Yeah, exactly. Beers or hostesses? Exactly. All right. Yeah. Thanks, right. Seb, brilliant display. Well done. Good luck. 2 weeks. Loughborough's the big one, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, no. Well, next week, just focus on early next week.
Right.
Bath is tough away.
Yeah.
We know they're going to bring a lot of physicality. They like to play as well. So it's going to be a tough whilst next week. So we're just going to get back onto the drawing board on Monday, focus, and just get back onto a big game against Bath.
Well done. Good luck with that one.
Cheers,
all right.
Thanks
a lot.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well done, Seb. Thank you very much. So, that's us from Leeds Beckett tonight, up here in West Park. So, next week we're down in the Principality, Cardiff Bath. That's going to be a big game just along the road there. We will see you next Wednesday. Look forward to it. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, social media.
There just seems to be a big buzz about university rugby at the moment.